excuse me, the comfort zone is a situation in which you feel comfortable and in which your ability and determination are not being tested. That's really interesting. It's kind of, we're in a holding pattern. But a lot of times that holding pattern, when we know we should be moving forward, can keep us in a very anxious state or stressed out state because we're not doing what we need to do. So let's go over some things. There's several items here I'm going to go through quickly. Why should you break out of that comfort zone box for this field? Well, it helps you adapt more easily to change and become more self-reliant. Remember that when you join your first law firm or your first corporation as a paralegal or a government agency, there isn't a lot of training at all. There's no like, okay, now we're in school. There's none of that on the job training. I got more training in the retail field or working as a cashier. It just doesn't happen. So the more you know ahead of time, the better off you'll be. You'll become more confident by researching a lot of areas of law on your own and learning what paralegals do in those areas. Anything you can do to help yourself is vitally important. Okay? So we become adaptive, meaning we adapt to change. That takes practice. And we rely on ourselves to find answers because that's what we are. We're researchers, problem solvers. We do everything clerical that there is to do pretty much, and non-clerical tasks as well. So, number 2, it can help lower the risk of going into a depression when you push out of the box, when you overcome fear. And you know what? It's not that you all of a sudden overcome fear. You push forward and out of the box and you do it scared. People that go up on stage and speak before others, what I discovered is that they're doing it very afraid. It's more than butterflies that they're dealing with, it's panic. But they're doing it anyway because they know that to not go after that and what they're meant to do will cause them to be in a downer mode, a depression, or face stress, deal with more stress and more anxiety. So keep pushing forward. Okay, number 3. When you keep doing the same old, that's what you're going to get. But when you start to push outside of the box, yes, it can be scary. But then the world won't end because you tried to do something. You tried something new and different. Number 4, you will perform better at what you attempt because, because you've become more of a brave and courageous person rather than a person who is stuck in fear. Number 5, you won't be bored. If you are a person who, and this is what I recommend, that you research a lot of different areas of law, especially the areas of law where there are currently jobs open, and go find out on Google what those paralegals do. What are their duties? Go find that out for areas of law where there are jobs currently advertised. Okay? Number 6. Sometimes we're on autopilot. We're just going through our day. You know how you can drive down the road and not know how you got there? I want you to be aware of how you're getting there. And you're putting in effort. You're watching my videos here. You're binge watching. And you're taking notes while you are watching. And I want you to categorize those notes. What does that mean? Well, if you're on a certain topic, I want you to write that topic at the top of the page and then take down some ideas. What's your takeaway from the video? All right. Get out of that normal routine. Break it. Number 7, when you will be more productive just by doing well and think outside the box for your work. You will have deadlines. Law firms operate that way. The client's coming in an hour. We have to have it ready, or it has to be filed by 5. Oh my gosh, let's get this done. We operate against tight deadlines. And some attorneys wait to the last minute to do something. That's not how we should work. But sometimes we can't change how the attorney likes to work, and that can cause us stress. But the more we are organized in our work, meaning our filing and setting hearings and depositions and whatnot, that we feel like we're on top of our game, the more productive we'll feel, the more confident we'll feel. All right, so speaking of confidence, the more you learn how to break out of that comfort zone box, the more confidence you will build. When you do that research and you watch the videos here and you do research on Google and you track everything you know, what are you learning? And you track that in a notebook. Don't lose track of the notebook. And you will feel so confident that you are learning more every day. Set aside some time every day to learn something new about this career. You have a dream to go into it. You're working hard to get into it. You want to make a change. That takes a lot of effort and breaking out of the comfort zone box. And then number 9, doing that type of work, that type of research, it's been proven that people who do word search puzzles or they do crossword puzzles, my dad did those faithfully every morning at 6 in the morning, and we would talk about those when I was visiting. It helps your mind. It helps your learning capabilities and your memory. So the more you research, and it just keeps you in a positive state where you're like, oh man, I didn't know that. I didn't know they did that. And you track what you're learning. Did you read something and you really were excited by it or passionate about it, that, oh, I think I could work in that area of law. Don't keep yourself to one area of law. Research other areas that are shown in the job ads so that you are prepared. What if your favorite area of law isn't available to you right now, but it may be a year from now? There may be a job that pops up that was like tailor-made for you. And now you have a year experience under your belt that you can trade off on. All of this helps your mind to keep working, and you age very, very gracefully because your mind never stops. Keep that curiosity going, because that helps you as a paralegal, that you are one who's going to research and find the answers to things for the attorney and for yourself, and maybe for another staff member who is researching and can't find it, and you're like the ace researcher now and you can find the needle in the haystack. That does everything. It boosts your confidence, builds your reputation as a problem solver. Doesn't get much better than that. So thanks for being here with me live. I wanted to cover those 9 items for you. You should write those down and keep that as part of your notebook. Okay. Now, don't forget, go to my website, paralegalcoffeetalk.com. Be sure to get that 19 alternatives paralegal careers list. Hey, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, and I really appreciate you watching. And let's see, what else? Okay, don't forget to get that list on my website, paralegalcoffeetalk.com. Go visit the Black Friday tab on my website, okay? There are so many videos for you to watch here. There are areas of law covered right here in a specific playlist. So click on playlists and watch those videos on the many different areas of law that I've done videos about. Really cool. So also on the website, paralegalcoffeetalk.com, is a free chapter of my book, Legal Break-In, and a goals journal. So look at those complimentary items. They're there for you. And there's